Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance to Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this video presentation. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I would like to share an article that I wrote several weeks ago. I'm creating a video presentation at this time because I want to share the information with auditory and visual learners. To read the article, I'll put my glasses on and bring up the article. I want to thank you for your time. You are an important part of my process, and I always enjoy our times together. Here's the article. So where do I fit following my brain injury? Hello and welcome back to Second Chance to Live, my friend. I'm happy to have you around my table. Thank you. Yesterday, I received a comment to an article that I recently wrote and published on Second Chance to Live by the title of Creating After a Brain Injury. As I thought about the comment, some thoughts came to mind. Following a brain injury, many of us ask the question, so where do I fit? Below, I would like to share what helped me to answer the question for myself. The answer did not come overnight, but formed within me with time. I share that the answer took time so that if the answer does not come overnight for you, don't be discouraged. The process just takes time through persistence and tenacity. So don't give up. Things will become more clear to you with time. Here's a part of the comment I received. I can grow where my feet are planted. What a concept. In an article that I wrote and published on December 5th, 2015, Brain Injury and What Might Have Been, I spoke to the question of why. For individuals who experience traumatic brain injury or acquired brain injuries, the question of why travels in the wake of the circumstances that led to our TBI and ABI. Many times why unknowingly becomes an undertow for the brain injury survivor once their external wounds have healed. Why becomes the undertow because it keeps us gasping for air in the waves of reason, or as the waves of reason pull us under time after time, trying to make sense of why this happened, which keeps us stuck. The undertow of why gives way to a denial system that leads us to believe that it's all up in our head and that we need to snap out of it. When we find that we are unable to snap out of it, denial becomes an adversary that mocks us for not being more. Denial then unconsciously sets us off on a pilgrimage to prove that we are not impacted by what we cannot accept about ourselves. Denial thus keeps us stuck. Once the external wounds from my open skull fracture healed and my skull filled out, the impact of my traumatic brain injury became invisible. For many years, I unknowingly tried to fight my way out of the proverbial brown paper bag. Because denial remained the skewed coping mechanism for what was evident but could not be defined, I found myself floundering because I attempted to prove where I was not meant to grow. I tried to grow where I was not meant to grow and give to the people that didn't want what I had to give. But there was good news to come. Through much pain and toil, I reached a point in my life where I could no longer deny what could not be changed. I could no longer deny what could not be changed. With my pain and toil came the catalyst that broke me free from the skewed coping mechanism of denial. As my awareness and acceptance of my reality grew, so did the realization that I could indeed be empowered within my reality. With this realization came a new freedom, a freedom to make different choices, choices that would help me to grow where my feet were planted. In my ebook, Moving Forward Following a Brain Injury, I share what has helped me to act on these different choices, choices that empower and serve to empower me in my life, in my reality, with my truth. Choices that help me to answer the question, so where do I fit following my brain injury? For many years, I found myself feeling like a square peg in a world of round holes. My denial fostered the belief that there was something wrong with me by being a square peg. On February 4th, 2011, I wrote an article, Feeling Like a Square Peg in a World of Round Holes. In the article, I shared that by owning myself as a square peg in a world of round holes, I stopped struggling to fit in to the world of round holes. By doing so, I could begin to accept myself as an individual who is living with a brain injury and an invisible disability. Here's a quote that I like. Regardless of your lot in life, you can build something beautiful on it, and that's by Zig Ziglar. Through accepting my reality and moving forward following my brain injury, I began to realize that I could stop comparing my lot in life to other people's lots in life. I began to realize that I could stop focusing on what I could not build and start focusing on what I could build. Through accepting my reality and moving forward following my brain injury, I began to realize that I could indeed build something beautiful on my lot in life. Through moving forward following my brain injury, I began to realize that I could indeed grow where my feet are planted. Through moving forward following my brain injury, I began to realize that I could build on a firm foundation. An affirmation that we can all take to heart. I can grow where my feet are planted in the realm of my circumstances by learning to accept who I am as a square peg in a world of round holes. I don't have to be like anyone else to prosper. I can learn how to use my gifts, talents, and abilities in ways that work for me. I can give to the people who want what I have to give. I don't have to be anyone but myself. I can learn how to grow where my feet are planted by accepting my lot in life. I don't have to convince anyone. I can go about my business and let other people believe what they want or need to believe about my particular set of circumstances. I can build something beautiful on my lot and be satisfied in the process. Here's several quotes that encourage me that I like to share with you. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And go and do that. Because what the world needs is people who are alive. By Howard Thurman. Insist on yourself. Never imitate your own gift. You can present every moment with the cumulative force of a whole life's cultivation. But of the adopted talent of another, you have only an extemporaneous half possession. Do that which is assigned to you, and you cannot hope too much or dare too much. And that's by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. That's by Maria Robinson. And the final quote is by Henry David Thoreau. If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. This is the end of the video presentation of this article. Before I go, let me encourage you with this. Please do not give up on yourself. a loving God, or your process, because more will be revealed to you and to me in time. The pieces of the puzzle will connect at the right time and in the right order. I'll say so long for now. God bless both you and your family. Thank you.